Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Thursday, December the 20th, 2018. And today in our Tech News Update, we have Cortana that is having some improvements. New features will be arriving soon. No official, date or time for this, but it seems that users of Outlook will have the important emails read back to them by the assistant, and it might even work and be able to read it even on the lock screen. So this is kind of interesting, and it's interesting to see that Microsoft is tweaking Cortana a little bit, and we'll see where Cortana goes in the future. Yesterday, a Windows 10 Insider Preview build 18305 was released, and it includes some new features, including the famous Windows Sandbox mode. And it seems that the Windows Sandbox mode was announced 24 hours in advance by accident. Well, at least it's there, and we'll be reviewing this a little later. I've been testing it a lot because I had a few glitches, so that's why I kind of postponed my insider review to make sure that things are all right. Well, YouTube has responded to basically a former Microsoft Edge intern that says that Google was always changing the code of its websites to break YouTube and break different sites. YouTube, of course, denies doing this and says that basically they do not do that, and they actually work in making YouTube and the different services work better on every browser. A Windows 10 Cumulative update was released yesterday for a very important Internet Explorer security flaw. Actually, it seems that by the internet, a bad guy with the correct code on the page, if you're viewing it with Internet Explorer, might take full control of your PC. And so this was such an urgent thing to fix that a cumulative update was released for all versions of Windows 10. So make sure that you update your machines. Well, it's interesting because some iPad Pro users have been going back to the Apple Store saying that their iPads are slightly bent when they take it out of the box. Apple has confirmed that there are some iPad Pros that might actually be bent when you open the box, but it will not change anything in its performance or in the quality of the product. Google search, in a sign of what is probably a sign of the times, says that by the end of this year, it is indexing much more mobile versions of web pages than desktop versions, which means many more people are searching and using the web with their mobile devices than they are with a computer. So this is, of course, as time goes by, a change in the policy and in the way that people use the internet. It seems that diplomatic messages from the European Union, wow, I've got a problem this morning, let's try this one again. It seems like diplomatic messages from the European Union might have been intercepted by hackers, as Area 1 security discovered some of them online. The EU says that there's no problem there, the security hole was fixed, and that all the messages that were deemed confidential were secure and were not part of that hack, apparently. Well, Google Lens, if you use Google Lens, it's available now to pretty much every devices. It now has acquired the ability to recognize 1 billion items. And not just that, it also has acquired the ability to make a difference between multiple items that might be, at first glance, pretty much the same, like, for example, 2 different planes. So this is quite interesting, and this is something I used a little bit, but I need to use it more. I gotta say that, you're somewhere, you want to know whatever item is, you can actually use Google Lens. It actually works well. A security bulletin from a research company says that by actually checking out Android and iOS devices, iPhones, iPads versus Android tablets and phones, it says that even though security updates are not always at the peak of what it should be, Android in version 8 and 9 is as secure, if not more, than iOS. And that it says we don't see it much, but iOS updates lately have been fixing many security flaws of big and crucial importance. Well, Facebook says that the New York Times article that we talked about yesterday, claiming that user data was fully available to the big tech giants like Spotify or Netflix or Microsoft and so on, is greatly exaggerated. The data available was much more limited. It was limited to only apps, and that users have been warned that this could happen, so there was no surprise there apparently. But some hints are showing that Facebook is maybe not fully transparent here. And finally, EdgeWave Security Survey says that 42% of enterprise had at least one employee fall for phishing attempts in the last year. It shows how difficult it is to mitigate this, and it says that by actually giving employees regular updates on how phishing attempts are evolving, well, you might actually help your company stay safe, because your employees will know what to look for and will know when something might look fishy. And this was a Tech News Update for Thursday, December the 20th, 2018. You enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.